What's up, guys? Daemonxel here, back again with another Glyph Glide video. Rohan, let's talk about it. Alright, so we are talking about the Rohan group, the full Rohan group, even though a lot of people do not use these two right here, Wilfrin and Eldred. However, I have seen them in Arena, so there are people that do have them built up. Obviously, I do not, so therefore, I do not have them glyphed, but I can tell you exactly what to put on them. So, let's start off with Éowyn. He is basically the primary damage dealer of the group, and one of the best plug-and-play characters in the game, I feel. So, Éowyn, what we are doing is we are putting Armor Piercer across the board. So 3 Armor Piercers on Éowyn, and the primary stats that we're looking for in slots 4, 5, and 6 is just damage. Damage across the board for Éowyn. It's going to scale well. And because he is fully damaged, that's what we're looking for on the secondaries as well. We want crit damage, we want damage, crit chance, and we want health. Just so he can have a bigger health pool, and so that his summon can be a little bit beefier as well. And obviously this is going to give us 6% armor piercing across the board. Next, we are talking about Lady Éowyn. Lady Éowyn. There we go here. And the choices we chose for her is The Last Stand and Bloodlust. Again, this way she can, since she is the dispeller of the group, but when she does drop below 25% health, she'll get that 100% turn meter. She'll dispel 3 Banes on herself, regain 1 stamina, so that, hey, maybe she'll be able to cast that might a little bit more, or maybe lock cleanse another Bane or lock another character, another enemy out from doing a special on them. But for primaries in slots 4, 5, and 6, and again, I know I say this in every video, we focus on 4, 5, and 6 because these slots up here, 1, 2, and 3, are already spoken for. We have health, we have damage, and we have armor on these. So, in combination down here, what we're looking for is 2 healths and 1 damage, because she is utility. As far as secondaries go, we want health, we want speed, because we want her to go faster, we want damage, and we want block mitigation. Not block chance, we want block mitigation, so that she can just offset some of the damage that she does have coming in. So that's going to take care of Lady Éowyn. Next, everyone's favorite tank, Éowyn. And with him, obviously, with all our other tanks, we are putting shield wall across the board. We want to mitigate as much as that damage coming in. So we're going to have 9% less damage whenever we have that taunt or provoke up. As far as primaries, we are looking for 1 focus, because we do want to land that weaken when we do use our basic attack, and we want 2 health so that his health pool is slightly elevated so he can take more hits. As far as your secondaries that you are looking for, and again, like I said, shoot for 2 secondaries. If you have 3, fantastic. If you have 4, you found the unicorn, especially if it rolled right. But the odds of getting all 4 on the glyph that you want, all rolling well, those odds are astronomical. So I always look for at least 2 to 3 of the main stats that I'm looking for. And with Éowyn, we want health, we want block chance, we want focus, and we want speed. Obviously, we do want them to go faster, but we want that focus so we can land that weaken. That expose, not weaken. That expose. We want that expose to stick so we can do more damage, so we can kill the enemies a lot faster. So, that takes care of Éowyn, his primaries and his secondaries. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the 2 characters not a lot of people, do. Let's talk about Eldred and Wilfrin. Obviously, Eldred is the weakest healer in the game currently right now. His kit needs to be revisited, revamped, because even with Glyphs, I've talked to people that have this team fully built up, and even with Glyphs, he does not perform that well. So, obviously, myself, for raids, I don't even use these guys. I use the Rohan 3, and I use Strider, and I use Ironhide. I go for a, let's hit them as hard as we possibly can, as fast as we possibly can, before we're all dead. That's the glass cannon approach that I use with that team, and it does really well in raids. But since we are talking about glyphs, and that's what this video is about, we want Last Stand on him, and we want Lifestealer. Lifestealer for our healer so that they can just, every time they hit someone, they can gain back a little bit of health. I know it's not a lot, and I need coffee. I know. Right after I make this video, I'm going to get coffee. But yeah, we want Lifestealer on him, and we want the Last Stand because, yes, when he does take that, crippling hit under 25% health, this way he can, dispel 3 Banes, he can get 1 stamina, so maybe he can get another regeneration off. And we want that to happen immediately. That's why we get the 100% turn meter. So, Last Stand and Lifestealer for Eldred. And because he is a healer, that's right, we are going health across the board in slots 4, 5, and 6. That's what we want down here. And a combination. Now, remember, guys, if you... We're talking about Last Stand and Lifestealer. So if I don't have a health, right? Let's just pop this right here. Let's see. Let's look down here. Armors, damage, focus. There, we got health here. But maybe I have health here, but on this particular slot, maybe I don't have a health down here, which I probably do. I mean, I have a lot of glyphs. Not all of them roll what I want them to roll, but yeah. So, what I end up doing, right, is I'll pop a glyph. Yes, we'll just confirm that. I'll spend the gold. So, I pop a glyph, and I look at the secondaries. Obviously, these are not the secondaries I want, right? Secondaries I'm looking for is health, speed, block chance, and resistance. That's what we want for him. We want to be able to go faster. We want more health pool so we can heal off that. We want the block chance to mitigate that damage or even just block it altogether. And we want resistance so that we can resist a lot of the Banes that are going to be throwing on us. So, we want the health here. Health across the board. We want those. I don't have any of those here except for speed, right? So how I do my glyphs is I'll pop one, which has my primary, and then I'll go through to all my other primaries. Obviously, these 3 do not have it. So let's go to health. Okay, so I have speed. Let's see, do I have anything else that I need? No. Well, I have focus, but that's not what I'm looking for. I want resistance. I don't want the armor. I want resistance. I want that. So let's go to the next one. Well, this one has resistance. It has the block chance. It has 2, whereas this one only has the 1. So obviously, I would just swap that out. And I would just continue doing that until I find the one that has 3, or I find one that has 2 that are higher than the ones I want. Obviously, this one is health, so I want that one instead because it is the primary stat we're looking for, both the primary and the secondary health. The more health we have, the more we can heal for bigger heals. But what I'll also do is I'll go off and I'll check these ones here on the other set that we're putting on, because maybe one of the other set has better stats on it. And I always put in 4, 5, and 6 first, right? So I can look for the primaries that I want, because these ones are always going to be the same. There's always going to be health, damage, and armor up here. So we're basically just looking for the secondaries, what secondaries fit, and to complete our sets. But if I don't have 2 health, right? If I don't have 2 more of our Last Stand in health, well, maybe I have 2 Lifestealers that have health on them. So I'd pop my 2 Lifestealers in slots 5 and 6, and I know the rest of the glyphs have to be that Last Stand to complete the set bonus. So I know that was a little bit going on. You guys probably know all of this already. I'm reiterating. I'm showing you how I choose my glyphs and how I upgrade my glyphs as well, going through that. So again, just to revamp, we want health in slots 4, 5, and 6, and we want health as our primary, secondary stat we're looking for. Health above everything else, then speed, then block chance, then resistance. So let's talk about, yes, we're just going to revert the changes because we're not going to keep those because I do not use him. Let's talk about Wilfrin. So Wilfrin, she is a pure, obviously she, I can't. All right, you know what? I have to upgrade someone anyway. I'm not even going to waste the resources to level her up because I don't use her. So let's just go off. Let's just go off of the slots here, okay? I'm sorry. You guys know me. My videos are a little bit better than this, but I'm not going to waste the finite resources I have on a character that I'm not going to use currently. If they revisit her kit, if she becomes better down the road, yes, maybe then I will bring her up and put the resources into her. But currently, right now, there are other characters I'm focusing on, other characters that need more love. So, our primary stats that we're looking for, the sets. Again, we want Armor Piercer across the board. 3 Armor Piercers, giving her an overall, what's that, 6%? I believe, yes. It should be 6%, because it's 2% per, right? Yeah, 6% Armor Piercing. Sorry, math with no coffee hurts. So, with that in mind, our primaries down here, like any other pure focused damage dealer, is going to be damage in all 3 of these slots. So damage, damage, damage. And the secondaries we're looking for her is crit chance, damage, crit damage, and finally speed. So those are the ones we're looking for Wilfrin, and that will clear her out. So, as this group, with glyphs, we can lean into more of what the Rohan does best, and that is big crits, crit damage, and crit chance, which will scale better than other stats with a 45% crit chance on assists and counters from Éowyn's passive. You will be seeing big numbers pop up on the screen. Éowyn and Wilfrin will struggle against enemies with high health and high armor. The 6% armor penetration will go much further than any major set bonus has to offer them. Last Stand on Éowyn's helps with... where did we go? Sorry, I have this written down here. Last Stand on Éowyn's helps in Chapter 4, where Rohan struggle the most, and block mitigation synergizes with her basic and will grant her defensive. At max level, Sentinel's stance provides 4 provokes on Éowyn, and this is more than enough time for you to see the benefit from the triple shield walls on him, because it's going to be taking a lot less damage coming in as your other characters can do their moves on them. Health for Eldred provides a solid buffer in addition to the scaling for his heals. Last Stand and Lifestealer provide him with much more needed survivability. Again, I do not use Eldred, I do not use Wilfrin, but that is directly from a person who does. So again, I know I only use, and most of the community only uses these 3, but those are the glyphs sets that are going to work best with this team, the primaries, the secondaries. If you guys have any other questions about that, let me know in the comments below. If there's anything else you guys want me to review or anything like that, again, down in the comments below would be great. If you like my content, go ahead, give me a like, give me a subscribe. It helps the channel out. I love bringing this information to the community. I love working hand in hand with the community. And until I talk to you guys again, have a great week, have a great weekend, adventure safe, and good luck to you and your fellowship.